You all know Jonathan. Brilliant artist, social activist through the arts, celebrator and preserver of Gullah culture. We're so glad he's moved back to Charleston. Yes. Best thing that ever happened to this town. So anyway, he has some very special things to talk about before we introduce Nikki. So welcome, Jonathan Green.
Welcome. Thank you. I had the honor of picking up Ms. Giovanni yesterday at the airport, and I said, well, are you hungry? You know, when you come to Charleston, you have to be hungry. You want to eat something. And she said, yes, I'm hungry. And I said, well, you want some low-cooked food? She said, yeah, local food is good. So we went to Alouette's. What an experience that was. It's okay to stay in trouble when you have people like Ms. Giovanni around you to support you. We would like to present you with a proclamation. Yes, ma'am. From the city of Charleston, from our mayor, Joseph P. Riley, Jr. Whereas Capitol Book Festival will celebrate its inaugural kickoff in the city of Charleston on November 6, 2010 at the Charleston County Public Library. And as the city of Charleston becomes Nikki Giovanni, world-renowned poet, author, commentator, activist, educator, who is one of many nationally renowned authors, artists participating in the Capitol Book Festival. And whereas Nikki Giovanni is one of the most widely read American poets and prides herself on being a Black American, a daughter, a mother, a professor of English, and Gullah too. She remains as determined and committed as ever to the fight for civil rights and equality. And whereas Nikki Giovanni, I feel kind of strange saying Nikki Giovanni. I'm used to saying Ms. Giovanni. Nikki. Whereas Nikki Giovanni published her first book of poetry, Black Feeling, Black Talk, in 1968. And within the next year published a second book, launching her career as a writer. And whereas Nikki Giovanni was dubbed the Princess of Black Poetry, and over the course of more than 3 decades of publishing and lecturing, she has come to be called both a national treasure and, most recently, on Oprah Winfrey 25 Living Legends. And whereas the author of some 30 books for both adults and children, Nikki Giovanni is a university distinguished professor at University Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia. And whereas Nikki Giovanni was born in Knoxville, Tennessee, and grew up in Lincoln Heights, an all-Black suburb of Cincinnati, Ohio, graduated with honors at Fisk, her grandfather's alma mater. In 1968, after graduating from Fisk, she attended the University of Pennsylvania and Columbia University. Now, therefore, we, Mayor Joseph P. Riley, Jr., who is a good friend of mine, by the way, Mayor of the City of Charleston, do hereby deem it an honor and pleasure to have in large letters Nikki Giovanni in our city for this very worthwhile event. So thank you.
Good afternoon. Will the members of Charleston Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority please come up?
How nice. You sure do.
Soror Giovanni, on behalf of the Charleston Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority and Mr. Jonathan Green, we welcome you to Charleston, and we would like to present you with this. And we will let Mr. Green explain what this is all about.
This is, I was asked by the Charleston stage. I was asked by the Charleston stage to create a work that in the newly renovated Dock Street Theater would be here for perhaps hundreds of years to come, that would best reflect us as a people of different cultures coming together, understanding the history of the South. So I chose to paint the rice fields, because the rice fields for 150 years supplied and boosted the economy of the Southeast on the backs of enslaved Africans. Thank you.